I'm founder and partner at AW² Architects and Interior Designers. We've been working around the world and have designed or completed projects in over 45 different countries in the last 28 years. We have been very thrilled to have been appointed to design the Mandarin Oriental Grand Cayman, which for us is a very unique project. Our idea of coming to a place like Grand Cayman is that you need to connect with nature around you. And the way we've provided this is that the design is totally open towards the view and the sea. So there's this permanent contact with the view and the ocean in front. Grand Cayman and Mandarin Oriental are an interesting mix because you're clearly sort of coming from a tropical and then adding a sort of Asian layer to the design. So the sort of generous outdoor spaces, the large overhangs that protect you from the rains and the sun comes from the tropics, and then this idea of Asian with the refined alignment of symmetry that comes into design sort of blend in together and create something very unique. When designing the Mandarin Oriental Grand Cayman, we were trying to create something very unique with this idea of winding balconies over the sea. The idea of expanding the indoor space into the outdoor and creating this very strong sense of outdoor living while facing the nature and the beauty of the view beyond is something that we were really keen to achieve in order to create the best possible experience for the guests. When they come from the northern sort of cities, the colder climates, and they come here, this idea of having that sort of outdoor living experience is very important to us. Paradise without compromise is a concept that in this case is very present in the design, because having 100% frontage and views from every single point towards the beach and the sea is something that is really unique. And in this case, I think we're offering the best of the best. Luxury is always a very complex idea. It's all about details, but it's also about a very strong concept. We have tried to give the owners the sense of belonging to nature around them, but also the sense of very refined details and materials that make up the spaces. And I believe it's the balance of it all that creates luxury. Light is extremely important to us in all of our design. In this case, and in all of our projects, we try and think of the project in two directions. There's the daylight use of the spaces with these vast sort of openings towards the balconies and this idea that you have this sort of seamless outdoor-indoor feel. And then at night, suddenly the light comes from the building towards the outside. This idea of playing with night and day is really exciting, and in this case will be very successful. The interior detailing, we were trying to create something which was striking a balance between a sort of minimal elegance, but also giving to the materials, the natural materials that we've used throughout, this sort of layering in order to create elegance and refinement for the overall project. Privacy is really a key element of luxury. And in this case, we organize the building in a way that everyone is facing in the same direction. So you have this feel of always being on your own, because you never sort of see the people on the side. And it gives this sort of utmost privacy, which I think is really key for a successful sort of stay. We designed the building almost like a filter. The idea is that you arrive, you go through a door, and you're directly put in contact with the outstanding views and nature beyond. So the building is almost like a gate towards the sea. And this happens also in the apartments. When you go up and you open your door, the idea is that your first impression will be that outstanding view, that completely open windows over the balconies and towards the seas. The topography of the site and the sea edge is really totally unique on our site. This sort of rocky outcrop and the fact that we're almost like a promontory over the water sort of guided us in the design process. And we basically created those very sort of winding balconies that are facing the view as a response to that site. Sustainability is a key part of our work throughout. And in the case of the Mandarin Oriental Grand Cayman, the site is also very sensitive. So our approach to the project was to try and give it the sort of highest possible grade of sustainability with bringing in this idea of natural ventilation and passive elements to the design with sun protection, with the balconies. All of these sort of became sort of, for us, very important to implement. I hope that people enter the space and simply go, wow. I think it's all about coming in and taking in this view of nature, landscape, sea, and understanding the natural beauty of the site in that first glance.